Hi there, welcome back to Gadget Mad Lad. Currently using a different phone, so if the picture's not as good, I apologise. Right, in this episode, technically teardown of there's going to be a connection between the next couple. So let's start off with a wired Xbox One Power A controller. I think it's Canadian. Power A? Basically, I got given this off a lady recently on Facebook called Sherry. Or Sherry, not too sure if I'm getting it wrong, I'm sorry obviously. But shout out to Sherry, appreciate it, got a lot of stuff off her. Basically this, it was in the little bundle that I got. I'm assuming the fault isn't anything, I'll give you a little walkthrough. I think it is essentially, basically. I think because these things have proprietary, it's like micro USB like normal, but if you look there, okay, get in the camera. There's a little slit in the centre, on here. This makes it so the micro USB from a normal cable can't fit in there because it's kind of blocked from going in. You with me? So if you lose the original cable that comes with these, they're useless essentially. I've actually got an idea for. I'm going to try and pick up another 2 of these in the next couple of weeks, and similar faults I think if they even got a fault, that is. And my plan is to make an arcade stick, a wired arcade stick that will work on normal Xboxes, you know, the new ones, and the Xbox Ones as well. Be wired, but it's still pretty cool. But so basically, this is a teardown. So with this one, I think it might have already been modified because if you look, see them, are they wobbling a bit? The USBs. I personally think this coming from originally like that's Sherry's son or brother or whatever. I think they tried to modify this and they tried to put original Xbox, you know, plastic caps on the actual sticks, on the actual analogs themselves, hoping that this would, you know, give it better controls. But it doesn't quite feel right. It feels loose, like they come up really easy. Unless this is the way they're meant to be, I don't know. But I thought these were like, you know, maybe original Xbox One caps. So on the back of it, we've got how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 screws. I don't think there's any hidden screws underneath there. No, we're all good there. It's not my screwdriver. It's Phillips. Wait for applause and carry on. All right, so let's get moving. 8 screws in. So, like I say, I'm hoping, because what I do, if you look where the micro USB connector is, that little cavity that's inside there, that strikes me as the perfect amount of space you need to put a micro USB Type-C port in there, you know, to kind of like modify it, like upgrade it a little bit. Obviously, it's still going to be a breakaway cable, but at least in that scenario, you could use any Type-C cable, couldn't you, as long as it supports data. That'd be a pretty cool little thing to do. But obviously, this one, going to do a teardown. I've got a Scuff controller and I've also got an Elite Series 1 controller. They're the ones that are going to be following on from this. So this is like to give you a comparison of like the cheaper stuff, you get me? That screw is stuck in there like a bugger. I think the thread's gone on that, so let's bypass that on for now. Radio. Yeah, so I'm going to tear down of them two. I'm going to be modifying them, you know, in like some kind of unusual ways. For example, I'm going to be putting on the Elite controller that's got magnetic removable analog sticks. I'm going to take them analog sticks off it and put some bog standard, you know, funky coloured ones on there. That's the plan anyway. So then it'll have non-removable analog sticks at that point. And then with the magnetic ones that I've got left from that, I was going to put them onto the Scuff controller and buy a replacement, you know, magnetic tip. You know, the little analog nib things you get for it. And do like a video of that, you know, using the Scuff to modify the analog switch. Say the words, Chris. The Scuff to modify say it again. The Scuff to modify the Elite Series 1 and the Elite Series 1 to modify the Scuff. Because they kind of like take a leaf out of each other's book in the process. And so I've got all the screws removed there except for the one that's thread's gone there. So let's see what we can do. Is that going to come out? Maybe if I apply a bit of pressure there, that might give it enough tension to come out. No, I don't think it's got to distract the housing. And it's just spinning round. Oh, bugger. Right, so that's caused a bit of destruction there to get into this. Oh, no, I can see there. See that blue bit? We can see that in the thing. Yeah, I'm not showing you, man. That blue bit there, that's meant to be part of this side. So it's actually broke off. But that should come off then, shouldn't it? I think it should. Oh crap. Yeah, but there we go. So it's got loads of plastic lubricant in there. That's why the screw wouldn't come out. The post had broke off and it had stuck in place. Let's see if I can salvage that back at least. I'll set my wire cutter as well, do the trick. So I'll wet the plastic with them. The blue side's knackered now probably, but should at least be able to remove the screw now. So again, come across any more of these, I've got spare screws in, and a spare back and stuff. Oh, it's done it there as well, isn't it? Did that screw not come out? Did I miss the screw? I bet that's why I wasn't undoing. That must have been what I did, you know, and I forced it open. Bugger. So I forgot a screw, so be careful not to forget a screw, because I'm guessing that's probably how the first one came to be the condition it was in. So obviously make sure you get all of the 8 screws removed. And if you do have like one post issue, you might be able to get away with putting it back together again, you know, and just be slightly loose or something. But with 2 gone there, that's definitely not going to be good, that. But this back bit might still be reusable. Maybe I can modify this so when I come across another one, I've got it ready to be Type C modified. Should be able to tell on the inside. Yeah, because if you look here, see, one sec, so we show to the camera. We've got 5 volts ground. We want D plus D minus, or D, DT and DR, I think maybe. I don't know where they'll be though. Got pinouts for all the buttons here, so this would be quite a good one to do. You know the analog, sorry, the arcade stick I wanted to do. It's pretty funky, that's honest with you. Got some kind of, I think that's flux from the actual factory, you know, when it was originally soldered. And with these, if you notice, they don't do all the ground pads for the analog sticks. Same up here, just the actual potentiometers and the clicky in button, you know, the L3 or R3, whatever you call it. You've got a little glop top there. Little control, I think that's for the USB controls, you know, that comes through here, so it can tell it like what button does what and stuff, and that sort of like does that. Let's see what this is for. I thought it was like for wireless things, but maybe I'm wrong. Alright, so let's remove the rest of the screws. I think it's just 2 more screws now. What I'll do actually quickly, because them dangly motors are getting in the way. So, stop screwdriver. Just say no. Right, so got that. They're out of the way at least. And let's remove these 2 screws. Like I say, I don't think, other than the analog sticks being a bit wobbly, I mean, I'm assuming they've done that modification. It might not have been, it might just be the way it came, you know, standard or whatever. I've actually told one of these out before, I've got a video about it I think, but I'm just not too sure, I can't remember for the life of me what it was like on the inside. It seemed like a standard kind of thing across the board, you know, the third party controllers though, especially the wired ones. You know, with many chips, you know, for like wireless and stuff. So be careful not to get too much grease on my fingers, because that's pretty nasty. Yeah, so they're not, I don't think they're actual Xbox One ones, because the thing's not wide enough in them, you know, the actual slot. And if you look there, they're quite narrow as well. I just don't think they're sitting very well on the actual thing. Maybe a bit of glue or something might hold them in place. And yeah, I've just got the membranes. Look at these analog sticks. They do look very similar, shape-wise at least. So, nothing there, just some gold contacts, push-through rubber membrane bits. Then essentially, if you push it really won't go back through again, what you do, you keep it pressed in place, come around the other side, and you give it a little pull on that, and that should make the lock mechanism click into place. And Bob's your uncle. Stop that down again. I told me his part the other week actually. I can't remember what it's for. This probably messing about. I do tend to do that a lot. Alright, that's it. So, dated 2018. Is that the 26th of the 2nd, 2018? See some weird dates there, don't they? Not, only us English have it the right way around, which is the day, the month, and then the year. I think other countries do that as well, but that seems like the right way to do it, doesn't it? You know, like the least to the highest kind of thing. Then again, you do you. Hope you like your weird metric system. Or whatever it is. I'm saying that's totally wrong now. Trying to sound like I'm a clever clogs, but I'm a dummy. Right, so there's nothing else to that really. I'm not too sure. I don't think them potentiometers are like usable, you know, on the actual Xbox One, but I might give that a try.